Oh, welcome back to Hayward Gaming and another one of my on-the-fly reviews. Now, this isn't a game from GameFly, but this was a free game on the PS4 this month, and it was crazy because they wanted to get you psyched for the NBA playoffs, which brings me to my point of why it's called the All-In Edition. And the reason it's called the All-In Edition is because I want to give a congrats to the Cleveland Cavaliers for winning the championship. And now that I'm from Ohio, I'm a Cavs fan. So we got this game underway. It's actually the Cavs in all black versus the Warriors in all black. And I thought these fucking uniforms were sweet as hell. I picked these and I was like, yes, this is how a championship needs to be played. Now this game was close as fuck, going back and forth. So make sure you stay tuned to the end if you're interested in the score of this one. They won in real life. Let's see if they can pull it off in the game. Now let's jump into this review. And as you see, the graphics are phenomenal. I mean, graphically, this game is great. The way they shoot, the way they play, the way they move, the way they do their little taunts like that. Awesome. The immersion is sweet. Glitch-wise, it has its disputes. I mean, you see your guy running down the court, and he looks like he's got a big-ass fucking giraffe neck. He's, like, running, and his neck's, like, behind him slightly, or his posture looks off. So there is slightly glitches here and there. They're constantly updating the game just like every other game out there. I mean, this is a yearly franchise, so the fact that they can make the game look this sweet and get it done in a year, it's fucking awesome. Love it. Let's jump into the game modes. Now, this is the play now. And the play now is you pick a team versus another team. Now, this is actually a simulation of the computer doing this. So this is all computer play, and you can do that. You can watch games. You can watch classic games like old teams. I think it goes all the way back to like the 70s or something like that. And you can pick one of those teams, or you can make an all-star team, or it just has an all-star team. I think you could build a team. Another game mode is you can go online and actually play against other players. Now in Madden, they're ranked. The way Madden works, I think FIFA works the same way. That's the EA thing. They got ranked players, and like you could play in different rankings and like play against people that really show they have no life when playing video games like this. Another game mode is the My Player, and the My Player is fucking fantastic. What My Player is you go in, and now if you don't, I didn't know this at first, but if you don't create a player, like they prompt you to create a player in the beginning of the game, so you're like, sweet, I'll create a player. Now if you don't do that, that's fine, but if you don't create a player before you go onto My Player will automatically default you to a character. Now, spoiler alert, this doesn't really matter, but for the people for lore, your parents are black. Your whole storyline is black. They had a black voice actor. I think it was a basketball player. I think they either that or an actor. They got professionals to do it either way. It's a Spike Lee production. The guy at work told me about it, and I was like, well, I'll just create myself as a white guy and pretend that I was adopted. And he was like, yeah, you can do that, but then your mom talks about like you in the womb and carrying you and shit, and like I was like, well, that fucking sucks. It takes the whole immersion out of it. It's like a white guy and a black family. It's like, what the fuck just happened? So I broke down. I created a black dude. And now my only dispute, because they get sweaty as fuck in this game, like your character's just like profusely sweating. My only dispute is the darker skin character you have, his sweat makes him glow. Like he almost has this like shiny look to him. So I guess that's a graphical issue, maybe a glitch issue. I'm not really sure, but it kind of stops you from wanting to get a darker skin character because you're like, ugh, he's fucking glowing on. And maybe you like that. Maybe you like a fucking basketball player glowing out there. Like, I don't know. It's just not my thing. The other game modes, and they split it up into like 3 different game modes. Now they have a game where you're just the coach. Then they have one where you're the owner, and I think they have one where you're actually a coach, owner. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just coach and owner, and maybe coach and owner or something like that, or owner. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck it works. Either way, if you're the owner, you have complete ownership over everything. And I think they let you play the game, all the games, and play as all the players and make all the calls and like put hot dogs at like $5 a pop in the concession stand and rack up pops to $9.75, and like when you go to get a beer, it's a fucking cup of beer and it's not even 24 ounces for like $10-12, and you could do that. But the way it works is people stop coming to your stadium based off how much your merch is and based off how good your team's doing. Now, if your team's doing fantastic, you could have $13 hot dogs because you guys bring in the championship. Now, if your team's terrible and your hot dogs are fucking $13 a pop, people are going to be like, hell no, we ain't coming there and we ain't paying that shit. They might, and they're just, everything's just going to shut down from there because you'll start losing money. You won't be able to pay your players. And when you can't pay your players, say that shit 5 times fast, can't even say it once. If you can't pay your players, then you ain't got a team. So you just got to kind of watch. You got to, whatever your interests are, if you want to be a coach and make all the calls, and I think you get to play as the players. I'm not 100% sure. There might be another game mode besides that, like a dynasty mode or something, to where you could pick any team and take that team to the championship. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not sure if it's 3 broken down game modes or 2. Because there's the play now, the my player, and then those 3, maybe 2 or 3 game modes. So there's quite a few game modes in this game, actually, surprisingly. For a free game, like, them giving this game for free, this game's still fucking $60 on the shelf. Like, if I went and bought, I would never buy a sports game. I haven't bought a sports game since, 2005. Like, Madden was sweet back then. And I had been playing sports games a lot up until that point. But fuck, like... Nowadays, they're cool, but you give me this one for free, I'm fucking hooked. Like, I've been playing the shit out of my player. Like, you start out in high school, and then you move on to college, and then you eventually move on to the NBA, and what it does is, I guess it follows your character for a year. I haven't finished it yet, I just got to college. We got this slow-mo segment here, and there's a reason why. There's this, what the fuck is that? Like, I've watched this video like 4 fucking times, just this one part right here. I feel like it's the dude from Sinister. Like, has the guy from Sinister jumped in my game, or is that fucking Pennywise, or is that... Look at those teeth. What the fuck was that? Alright, back to the review. If I was going to give this game a score, I would give it a 3.7 out of 5. The reason I give it a 3.7 out of 5 is it's got good replayability. It's got great graphics. It's got shit ton of immersion. Like, I literally took a 90-minute video and broke it down to 10 minutes and 59 seconds. So it'll upload as 11 minutes, but 30 seconds of that's the fucking intro. So this game, just watching these 6-minute quarters took an hour. So the immersion is fantastic. Like, there's so much stuff going on that I broke down and cut out just for this review video. And as we're coming to the end here, you see, like, this goes back to, this is my whole point on immersion, like, they fouled him there. And the reason they fouled him there was to try to get him to miss with the last 13 seconds of the game, because it's so close. People that know basketball, they get this rebound, they could take it back, they could hit a 3 and win the fucking game. And now this isn't the NBA championship, and we all know what happened in the NBA championship, the 2016 finals. Cavs won. That's why this is a all-in edition of the On the Fly review. And we do have another game coming from Gamefly. It'll be here soon, hopefully in the next couple days, hopefully in the next probably 4 or 5 days. I want to really get into it, dive into it, get a nice in-depth feel for it, kind of like I did with this one, and just give you guys the gist of it, kind of give you my feelings of it. And like I was saying, the ups, and I gave it that 3.7 because of the ups, and the downs are the glitches. I was playing a high school game, and we were winning by 2, and the kid came over, and he was sitting there, and he was bouncing the ball, and letting the clock run out, and there was like 2 seconds left, and he shot a 3 and missed. Like, they were winning. And I'm like, okay, thanks for giving me the game. And the giraffe neck thing, where they're running around, and they just got giraffe necks, and I'm glad it's not like... And I haven't played NBA Live, but I heard in NBA Live they had to fix a glitch to where the players wouldn't bend their knees. They would just jump up and dunk the ball. Like, how fucked up is that? Like, that would bring the score of the game completely down for me, because that would kill the immersion. Like, if your guys just and dunking the ball every time. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't do that. Like, fuck that. And you do see 58-53, Cavs win. in 2016 in the game as they do in real life. So it shows you the simulation between the Cavs and the Warriors. Cavs win. Congratulations, guys. Make sure to hit that like button if you like this video. Make sure to subscribe if you guys like the channel. And make sure to share it. Get your friends to see it. Thank you. Peace.